So 2 weeks ago, reports were released that CM Punk is returning or possibly returning to wrestling, and he apparently signed a deal with AEW, which got me thinking, who who do I want him to see wrestle the most? Who in AEW is just making my brain just lose its shit over, and I came with these 7 names of who I want CM Punk to have a feud with, a match, or just a simple segment with. And number 7 is Andrade El Idolo. I choose Andrade because he has a charisma. He's a great wrestler. And now with Chavo Guerrero as his manager, he has a great mouthpiece for the English audiences. However, I think in the main roster in WWE, Andrade just never had a feud that helped Andrade level up. It never helped Andrade feel like the beast, never helped Andrade feel like the main event star that NXT viewers who watched him, I think 2018 when he was world champion, know he can be. So I think with a great feud and great match with CM Punk, he can help Andrade become a great Latin star for AEW and help AEW go into the Latin American audience and Latin American market, and help the company grow, help Andrade's stock grow, help him become a star, and now he'll earn more money and etc. And his career can rise. And it also helps CM Punk because this is a match he never had before. It'll show that CM Punk is still just as good as what he was back in 2014. Because remember, 7 years is a long time for not being in a wrestling ring, and to have a match, or possibly a first match with Andrade El Idolo is I think it's a good way to knock off all the rust, as they say. My number 6 is a Malachi Black. Malachi Black just debuted, just had an amazing squash match against Cody Rhodes. But Malachi Black, he has this Undertaker vibe to him, in my opinion. He has the look, he has the aesthetic, his moveset is just incredible. And I think him and CM Punk to have a good feud against each other can truly help both, just help CM Punk. I think it was of a character, his character can develop even more having a feud with Malachi Black. And Malachi Black would just look like an even more dangerous star, even more dangerous athlete in the ring. Character wise, he just looked amazing. And just the match itself, I can't imagine how good it is. These two are amazing. The moveset Malachi Black is so unique and different. It's very hard hitting, it's very strike based, very mixed martial artsy. And CM Punk is an old school style of wrestler that I think the movesets will perfectly blend in. In terms of who I think should win, I think it doesn't matter. I think either way, both wrestlers' careers can advance in a good storyline, progressive way, and they both can be elevated to a title picture. I think so. I don't think it matters who wins in that case. Because I think CM Punk, when he comes, he should be more used as to help younger stars grow. I think that's his better use of him. He can have great matches, and he can win, but his matches are so good, and he's such a great wrestler that whoever he wrestles, it will level his opponent up. And speaking of helping young stars, my number 5 is MJF. Is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He's considered the future of AEW, the future of wrestling, and ironically enough, all of his feuds have been against former WWE guys. His first major feud was Cody, then John Moxley, then now currently with Chris Jericho. And I think each feud is helping MJF become more of a great heel, a great villain in AEW, and helps him grow. And I think if feud with CM Punk can help MJF feel more like a proper main eventer. But I mainly want to just see the promo work between these two. The promo work is going to be incredible. I think a promo with CM Punk can help MJF, promo wise, be better. I know it's hard to say he can get better, but I think it'll help MJF's promo style change and develop, and maybe just find little nuances to get into the next level of promos. Because Yeah, I just think that would be huge beneficial for MJF and huge beneficial to the company because CM Punk said that he, I don't think he said it, but I think he would be a great asset to use to help MJF grow. That's my personal opinion. Number four, my number four is Miro. I'm not sure if Rusev and CM Punk had a match in WWE, but Rusev is no Miro. No offense to Rusev, but Miro is amazing. He's my favorite thing in AEW. I mean, the whole how he carries himself. He's nuanced. He's him grabbing the belt, going on his knees, like and offering it to the gods. It's so chef kisses, as Tom Campbell says. It's just beautiful. He's my favorite thing in AEW, and I purely put him at number four because of a bias. It's Miro, CM Punk. I think Miro should win. It helps advance his character. It helps him now push him to the main event scene. It makes Miro look amazing. I think Miro, if he's gonna go for the AEW championship, he should lose the TNT championship, which is weird because I don't want him to lose at all. But yeah, just me fantasy booking. I think if Miro, once Miro is once Hangman beats Kenny Omega for the AEW Championship, I think the first title defense Hangman should be against Miro, and he should lose in a squash match. I just think that like it'll help Hangman's character improve and just help Miro look like a dominant beast. But yeah, let me know about what y'all think about that in the comment section. Anyway, my number three is Darby Allin. I mean, Darby Allin just like mentioned, I think in a promo a week ago, that he just said that AEW is a place where wrestlers come to prove themselves, even if you're the best in the world. And they got the whole world, and even me, like losing our minds, thinking, "Oh my God, CM Punk was Darby Allin. Oh my God, it's gonna be amazing." I mean, that alone just told you how much. For me, it told me how much I want to see that match. Darby Allin versus CM Punk. Darby Allin, I always thought had a Jeff Hardy-esque character towards him, not character, but Jeff Hardy-esque feeling about him. And I think a feud with CM Punk, who for me CM Punk's most iconic feud is with him and Jeff Hardy back in 2009, it will help like Darby Allin just level up. It will help Darby Allin become a more unique. Not more, he is unique, but I mean, for me at least, it will help him become like just break away from the Jeff Hardy esqueness of him. If there's even a word. It'll help Darby Allin just grow and become better. And I think the match will be amazing. I think the feud can be incredible. And it's just, I can't wait to see it, to be honest. And I think CM Punk should win this match because Darby Allin is still young. He doesn't need to win all of his matches. And CM Punk, he's returning after 7 years, so he still needs some victories. So some victories. Now, my number two, was very hard to decide who should win. My number two is none other than the current AEW champion, Kenny by God Omega. I mean, I think this is a match everyone wants to see. Kenny versus CM Punk. It's Kenny Omega, one of the best wrestlers currently in the world, and then it's CM Punk, who at his peak he was a world heavyweight champion who held the championship for 400 days at the best company in the world. So I mean, it's two icons in wrestling just going at it. It'll just be amazing. I don't think there really needs to be a story in it. It can just be a once in a lifetime match. Quite ironically, it'll just be like a once in a lifetime match like John Cena and The Rock. But if you want to put a story behind it, I'm sure you got a creative mind like Kenny Omega. I'm sure you can craft something purely amazing to help set up that match. But speaking of great storylines, I think CM Punk can have an amazing storyline with my number one, and that is Hangman Adam Page. I mean, I just think the story element behind Hangman versus CM Punk can be incredible. I mean, Hangman is a character right now who is using alcohol to help him get through his anxieties and his self-doubt so he can get back in the ring and he can fight. While CM Punk at his peak, and we know him from his character and his history in wrestling, he's straight edge. He was at the top of his game. He held the championship for 400 days. He's one of the best wrestlers, and you could tell a story like that. Like CM Punk thinks he can help Hangman be a better character, and all Hangman needs to do is stop drinking. Hangman doesn't want to do that. I think that can be an element towards it, and it can help develop Hangman's character. It helps Hangman grow, and it's a great feud to get the new or new audiences that you gain from CM Punk returning, and having a feud with Hangman and CM Punk can just be a great way to keep those fans, get new fans as well. And yeah, so that's just my opinion. Let me know who you want CM Punk to wrestle in the comment section below. Let me know whether you disagree or agree with my opinions, and who else you want to see in AEW. And just have a great day. Take care and all the best, guys.